Well, today I'm pleased to welcome Adam Povlitz, who's the CEO and president of Anago Cleaning Systems. Welcome to the program, Adam.
Hey Jeff, how you doing?
Doing good. Hey, we have to ask, Anago, where does that come from? Tell us about your company.
So yeah, it's kind of an odd name for a commercial cleaning company, that's for sure. Anago was actually a name that my father selected years ago. We're at 32 years now in business, and it was something a friend had told him. But it actually is it has a Latin and Greek historical meaning, and it means to guide or uplift. And that's something that we use as part of how we interact with our franchisees today. We guide or uplift them into business ownership. And that's just something that, has been a top principle at Anago, quite literally including in its name.
I like that. Anago Cleaning Systems, a franchise system. How many franchisees do you have now?
So we're actually a three-tier commercial cleaning franchise. So at we would call the master franchise level, we're in 47 territories across the US and Canada. And they are supporting over 1,700 unit franchisees.
So tell us this, you're an ISSA member company. You guys have found success. Share a couple quick strategies that you used over the years to do that.
I'm a huge proponent of, I don't know if you've ever read anything by Simon Sinek. He has a great book called Leaders Eat Last. I'm kind of I don't know if you'd call it a disciple of his, but I follow his work closely. And one of the things that I've always done in my leadership is kind of follow those principles that your first customer as a CEO of a company isn't your customer. It's actually your employees, your staff, and making sure that they're happy to go to work every day. Right? Other than, once you exclude time that you're sleeping, you probably spend more time at your office than you do your house. So it's important to create a culture. At least that's what we focused on at Anago. It's important to create a culture that people are happy to go to work and happy to, put forward that hard work effort and know that the senior leadership supports them.
And from there, growth happens. I imagine it filters down that attitude through the whole company.
Oh, absolutely.
So Adam, you have some big news to share, and it's the main reason why we're here today. Entrepreneur Magazine, got something there to share?
Entrepreneur actually just recently ranked us number 33 out of 500. That's actually our highest ranking, or lowest, I guess. Is it a golf score? No, it's our best ranking yet. And we're very excited about that. We're in great company above some of the name brands that probably more people have heard of, the Orange Theories of the world, God bless them. But in commercial cleaning, to be ranked up there with the best of the best, it's something that we definitely have made it a point to probably tell too many people.
33 sounds like a good golf score to me.
Yeah, touche.
What about the Forbes Council? I believe now you're working with that.
Yeah, so I was recently just, I don't know if you'd call it inducted, but accepted into the Forbes Business Council. It's a invitation-only group of business networking folks across the country. And it's something where, yes, there is some personal benefits. I'm able to publish out articles, thought leadership type things through Forbes. But more importantly, I'm able to network with, a very elite group of individuals and business owners across the country. For example, I think, one of the meetings I'm going to be attending upcoming is with Chris Gardner, who's from if everybody saw the movie with Will Smith, The Pursuit of Happiness. It's the book the investor who this book was and this movie was based off of. I'm able to have conversations with him and pick his brain about his take on business. So it's a really incredible group of folks that you're able to interact with.
Yeah, I've seen the movie. Great inspirational story. So what a privilege you have there. And Simon Sinek, yeah, I usually watch his videos more than anything else, but I'm a fan of.
Great on YouTube.
Absolutely. He has great things to share. So tell us about maybe some of the topics you're going to pursue. It has to be a privilege. Anything in mind is what you're going to write about?
Sure. So some of the stuff that I'm working on right now, one of them was actually a recent kind of echo, if you will, of what ISSA and GBAC were saying about the revised CDC guidelines, and just making sure that businesses really understand what that means, right? So the CDC came out talking about how soap and water is efficient against COVID-19, and that's fine and we absolutely all should be washing our hands more. But when you translate that into a commercial setting, you have to read past the soundbite and the news clip that gets the headline, and realize that you're not you can't send a commercial cleaner into someone's office with a soapy bucket of water, unless you want to damage all the electronics and ruin their paperwork, right? And so it's understanding what does that really mean in a commercial setting, while still adhering to CDC guidelines and acknowledging that the world wants to reopen again. The country, particularly across North America with all the the vaccinating we've been doing. Everyone wants to open up, but also we need to do it responsibly. Another great piece we're working on, and I know this has been a concern for some of the ISSA members I've spoken to, is labor, and what's going on in the labor force, because unemployment is still pretty high. It seems to be coming down, generally speaking. I know the latest report was that it went up a little bit, but it also implied that more people were seeking jobs. And just what does it mean in the climate we're in, particularly for the cleaning industry, of hiring good people? What kind of benefits and what kind of offerings do you as a company have to recruit the best talent, especially as it is a very pro labor climate that we're in right now. So those are just kind of some sneak peeks of some of the things I'm working on. But you heard it here first with Jeff.
Well, I appreciate the share. It's going to be some good topics, the good vision you have on what you want to share with the industry. But let me ask you this final question. So if someone were to ask you, how do I find the best workers? Is there any secret to that? In this climate we're dealing with?
Yeah, I wish there were a silver bullet. I would say to find the best workers, you have to be the best company. And I know that's sort of, oh great, he hit me with a cliche, and but it really is true. I mean, when you're competing, against national firms, regional firms, local firms, everyone is going after and looking to truly grow, especially in the cleaning space after this pandemic. You're competing against a lot of people, and so to make sure you're competitive, you have to review what are your benefits, what do you offer that makes you unique, or are you just thinking that, oh, I pay X number of dollars per hour and that should satisfy everybody? That's not the world we're in anymore. Especially now as the the millennials are. I'm a millennial. I'm an elder millennial, a statesman millennial, if you will, based on my age. But as millennials take more leadership roles, as Gen Z becomes more and more pertinent in the workforce, I think it's important to look at what is it that you can do for them, because I mean these are some of the smartest, hardest working people in terms of their efficiency. I know we all have the bad rap, but in terms of the efficiency, that have entered the workforce in probably several decades. And so it's what can you do for them, because they're definitely, if they buy into your culture, they're definitely going to be able to do a lot for you.
Good points. They can be picky. A worker now looking for a job, it's like shopping at Walmart, I suppose you could say.
Yeah.
Plenty to choose from. And then the alpha generation's coming at them. I don't know if you've been thinking about that, but they're still young, but they're the next one to deal with. Got to be thinking about the future.
I haven't quite figured out the TikTok generation, but yeah, I mean, and yeah, we don't even have a name for them, right? The alpha. Let's just start back at A, I guess, and see what's going on there. But yeah, that'll be the next wave, and we'll have to figure out. But I think what we're seeing is generally people are significantly more. While they definitely are looking for a culture that allows for more creativity and more freedom, they're also significantly more independent, right? I mean, you're seeing kids creating whole monetized YouTube channels at 15 years old. I mean, people are, the creativity and the work ethic is off the charts.
The entrepreneurial spirit is an issue, I imagine, for workers too, because good workers often, and we've seen it in the past year with the pandemic, they start their own project. You just mentioned one, but that's an issue too.
Right, exactly.
Well, Adam, thank you so much for sharing your story, and we look forward. I would hope you would send me links to your articles if we're able to put those out through the ISSA network and share with the members what you write about and how you provide guidance to the industry.
It would be my pleasure, Jeff.
All right, thank you.